Hello guys, I'm teacher Victor. We are in the third lesson. This is entrepreneurship. By the end of the topic, the learner should be able to explain the meaning of entrepreneurship, discuss the importance of entrepreneurship to an economy, describe the characteristics of an entrepreneur, generate business ideas, identify business opportunity, evaluate a business opportunity, explain the need for a business plan, discuss factors that influence entrepreneurship practices in Kenya, discuss the causes of business success, recognize the need for ethical practice in business. So let's proceed. The first thing you're going to do is to define what is entrepreneurship. So what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is the process of identifying business opportunities and gathering the necessary resources to start and run a business. An entrepreneur who identifies business opportunities and gets the necessary resources in order to start and run a business. That is the definition of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is who or is a person who identifies business opportunities and gets the necessary resources in order to start and run a business. What are some of the importance of entrepreneurship to an economy? What are the importance of starting a business in an economy? Importance of entrepreneurship to an economy. So the first one is creation of employment. Through entrepreneurship, jobs are created which help in absorbing people who would otherwise have been jobless, e.g., people employed in the juakali industry. You can also talk about people who are employed in the transport industry. We have touts, we have drivers. Those are people who are employed because somebody decided to venture into a business to become an entrepreneur. So creation of employment is one of the importance of entrepreneurship. The next one is formation of capital. Formation of capital. Profits earned by the entrepreneurs may be used to expand the business or even start other business. Wages and salaries paid to the employees is a source of capital to them. Another one, raising standard of living. Raising standards of living. Entrepreneurs pay wages and salaries to their employees, which enable them to acquire goods and services they need to live comfortable lives. The next one, encourage the use of local resources. Encourage the use of local resources. Entrepreneurship makes it possible to use or exploit local resources. Idle resources such as scrap metal may be used to make jikos. So that is just an example of one. Another importance of entrepreneurship is improving infrastructure. Improving infrastructure. The existence of businesses in the economy makes the government establish or improve infrastructure such as roads, communication facilities, and water. At other times, entrepreneurs may combine forces to improve infrastructure in their area of operation. Another importance of entrepreneurship is savings on imports. Savings on imports. Local entrepreneurs are able to produce goods and services that are a substitute to imports. This helps the country to reduce the amount of money required to pay for such imports. So that is also another importance of entrepreneurship. Another one is reducing foreign dominance of the economy. Reducing foreign dominance of the economy. Participation of local entrepreneurs in various business activities helps in reducing investments by foreigners in the particular area. So that's also another importance of entrepreneurship. There are so many. Entrepreneurship also contributes to government revenue. So taxes and fees paid by the entrepreneurial activities or ventures constitute part of the government revenue or income that helps to facilitate its operation. So through entrepreneurship, government gets revenue. It promotes economic growth. Entrepreneurs produce goods and services. This increases the volume of goods and services in the economy, leading to expansion of the economy. Those are some of the importance of entrepreneurship to the economy. What are some of the characteristics of an entrepreneur? What are some of the characteristics of an entrepreneur? In an exam, you can be told to explain 5, 4, 6 characteristics of an entrepreneur. So the first one is desire to achieve. An entrepreneur is a person who wishes to excel and has the drive to succeed while competing with others. He or she always tries to accomplish something new. That is one of the characteristics of an entrepreneur, desire to achieve. The next one is ability to solve problems. Ability to solve problems. An entrepreneur is expected to struggle with determination to get solutions, even under difficult situations, so that the business can succeed. Ability to solve problems. An entrepreneur is expected to struggle with determination to get solutions, even under difficult situations, so that the business can succeed. The next one, an entrepreneur is a risk taker. Entrepreneurs take viable businesses, ventures, even when they are not sure of the returns. So, an entrepreneur must be a risk taker. You take viable businesses, ventures, even when they are not sure. Even if you're not sure of the returns, you just start that business. The next one is time consciousness. An entrepreneur should be able to use time wisely and avoid wasting it. So time consciousness, an entrepreneur should be able to use time wisely and avoid wasting it. Creativity and innovation. An entrepreneur should be able to generate new ideas as well as think of the best ways of putting them into practice. So creativity and innovation. An entrepreneur should be able to generate new ideas as well as think of the best ways of putting them into practices. Persistence and patience. An entrepreneur should be An entrepreneur should not give up when challenges arise. An entrepreneur should not give up when challenges arise. Sometimes he or she takes time, make a repeated action, or adopts a different course of action in order to overcome such challenges. The next one is decisive. An entrepreneur have a strong problem solving and decision making skills. The business environment is such that the decision has to be made quickly to respond to any situation that may arise. Then the very last one, an entrepreneur should be persuasive. Convincing people to believe in their ideas and buy their products keeps entrepreneurs in a business. Then there are so many features of entrepreneur. You have goal oriented, seek information, commitment to work, desire to feedback. There are so many. I have only explained a few. As I said earlier, if you need this soft copy, find kindly reach me via WhatsApp. I will send you the copy. We are going to how do we generate business ideas? How to generate business ideas? For an entrepreneur, the first step in starting a business begins with an idea. That is business idea. So business ideas are all about thoughts on possible businesses an entrepreneur can start or improve. It indicates, among other things, what are the sources of business ideas. In exam, you will be asked, explain explain 5 sources of business ideas, state 5 sources of business ideas. So where do you get these business ideas? Newspapers is the first one. Local newspapers like Daily Nation, East Africa, we can talk of Star, especially in the business and advertising sections, have a lot of information about commercial opportunities as well as personal services. We can get business ideas in newspapers. Shows and exhibition. Visiting shows and exhibitions organized by manufacturers, distributors, and asking questions from the salesperson. So that is just another source of business idea. Magazines and journals. Reading magazines and journals with business information may equip an entrepreneur with the new business ideas. Reading magazines and journals with business information may equip an entrepreneur with new business ideas. Number 4. Hobbies. Hobbies, these are just activities pursued for pleasure, but they can also serve as a source of business idea. For example, youths nowadays take photos, photography, photo shoots. They have also become a source of business ideas. You take photos, somebody pay you, you earn a living, and let's move on. The next source of business idea is vocational training and experience. A business idea may be developed from one's own area of training or experience. For example, a teacher may use ideas from his or her training to start a private school. An IT specialist can use his skills to start a data training school. You can be a software engineer. You can decide to start coding apps, softwares. You be a web designer. So vocational training and experience is also another source of business. Surveys and market research. This involves conducting an investigation to gather information from consumers on what products they require. Surveys and market research just involves conducting an investigation to gather information from consumers on what products they require. Recycling or using waste products. Some waste products could be converted into useful products like scrap metals for making vehicles, old tires for making sandals. You can also get business idea from what people say, listening to what people say. By listening keenly to what people say, one can identify unsatisfied needs, complaints about goods and services in the market. These complaints may form a basis of a business idea for an entrepreneur. Another one is brainstorming. An entrepreneur can engage other people in a discussion on how best to develop businesses. You can also listing attributes of a product. By listing the attributes of a product that is already existing in the market, one can find new use of that product. You can also copy or improve an existing business. Copying and improving an existing business involves identifying the weakness of a business and trying to come up with a solution. So those are the sources of business. There are so many. There are so many. As a student, you just simply need to have some. You don't need to cram. Just understand what is going on. Then you will be able to answer any question in business peacefully without any struggle. What is business opportunity? A good business plan is not necessarily a business opportunity. A business idea becomes a business opportunity if it is viable. That is, it can be developed into a successful, profitable business enterprise. A business opportunity is a favorable chance that an entrepreneur accepts for investment. It exists where there is a gap to be fulfilled. It exists where there is a gap to be filled in the needs of the market. What are these gaps in the market? In exam, you will be told to list business gaps in the market, explain business gaps. So these are the answers of that particular question if you are asked to list business gaps in the market. So the first one is inavailability of products. Inavailability of products. This is where goods and services needed by the consumers are not available at all in the market. So that is a business gap, inavailability of products. The next one, poor quality goods product. A business opportunity exists if one offers better quality goods and services than those of the existing businesses. A good example is barber shop. You have some barber shop. That's why people complain that some barber shop are very expensive, some are very cheap, but there is a difference on the quality offered in those particular barber shop. Same applies to salons, same applies to schools. So there are different poor quality of products. Another business gap is insufficient quantities. This is where the goods supplied are not enough to meet the demand of the consumers. Insufficient quantities. Another one is unaffordable prices. Unaffordable prices. A business opportunity exists where one would charge affordable prices. You have seen this. For instance, let's say we have two people, both of them are selling clothes. One is selling clothes, let's say t-shirt at 500, another one is selling clothes the same type at 1000, 500 and 1000. 1000 may be unaffordable for some people. So This particular group of people will move to the person who's selling t-shirts at 500 because they can simply afford. So that is a business opportunity. Then you have poor services. A business opportunity exists where customers are not well served. Poor services. So those are some of the business gaps, business opportunities that may exist. Let's meet in the next class evaluating a business opportunity. Have a nice time. This is Teacher Victor.